Hi there, welcome back. In this section, we'll be talking about setting up your account and we'll be talking about account optimization. Now, in this particular video, we'll be talking about switching to a professional account. So let's start by asking ourselves, why should I switch to a professional account? Or in other words, what is so great about a professional account when compared to a normal personal account? Okay, so the first reason why you should switch to a professional account is because in a professional account, you'll be able to see the page insights as well as the individual post insights. Now, as you can see on the screen, on the left you have a snippet of the page insights and on the right you have a snippet of the insights of one of my posts. Now, there is a famous quote that says, "You can't manage what you can't measure." So insights are basically all about numbers on how many people liked your post, how many people commented, how many people shared your post, how many people saved your post, then how many reach your post got, how much of them from your followers and how much of them were from your non-followers. Then we have other data like the top location, we have age range, then we have graphs and all those kinds of stuffs for our post insights as well as the page insights. So these tools are really helpful for our Instagram growth, and we'll be talking about these tools in the insights and demographics section. Okay, great. Now the second reason why you should switch to a professional account is because in a professional account you have the option to use Instagram promotions, or in other words, you have the option to run advertisements. Now as you can see on the screen, this is one of my posts. And now I've pointed my arrow to a button called Boost Post. So if you click on that, we'll be able to advertise this particular post. So at the moment, you just need to know that if you click on that Boost Post icon, you will be able to advertise your post. And we'll be talking about advertising your Instagram post and other kinds of advertisements in the inorganic section of this course. Now let's take a look at the third reason why you should switch to a professional account. And the third reason why you should switch to a professional account is that you can organize your Instagram messages or direct messages efficiently. Don't get confused. Let me show you what I meant by messages can be organized efficiently. So as you can see on the screen, when you switch to a professional account, your messages or DMs as you call on Instagram will be divided into two sections, and that would be primary and general sections. Now a lot of people might be replying to your Instagram stories, and they might also be messaging you randomly as your page grows bigger and bigger. So this primary and general division feature can help you a lot. So what I do is that I send all the random messages of my followers in the general section, and the people I know or the accounts that have similar contents related to me or verified accounts, which most probably would be celebrities, I would put all of them on the primary section. So I hope you understand how useful this division of primary general is. So at the moment, if you're having a small number of following, then not a lot of people might be replying to your messages. But as your page grows, you would definitely require this messaging option. And in the case of a personal account, you don't have this division of primary and general. So I hope you understood how useful the professional account would be for organizing your messages. Now we have talked about all the advantages of a professional account. But there is actually one disadvantage of using a professional account over a personal account. Now on the screen, I have shown you a personal account. So you can see that I have to request this personal account or this page to follow them. So only when they accept my request, I'll be able to follow this page, or I will be following this page. So my point is that you have the privacy to choose who follows you in a personal account. But for a professional account, you don't have that privacy because you can't turn your professional account into a private account. But a personal account can always be made into a private account or a public account. So that is the only disadvantage that I find about professional accounts. So now let's get a bit practical. Now let me show you how to switch to a professional account. So as you can see on the screen, open the Instagram app first and click on my profile section at the bottom, as shown on the image on the left. Now at the top right hand corner, you will see three parallel lines. Click on it. And after clicking on those three parallel lines, you should click on the settings tab as shown on the left image. After that, click on the account section as shown on the right image. Now after clicking into the account section, scroll to the bottom and you will see the switch to a professional account option. Click on that And now Instagram will ask you to choose the type of contents that you're going to post. You can be a digital creator, you can be a blogger, an artist, an education section, or you can be an entrepreneur, health and beauty, etc. So choose the type of niche that you are in. Now as you can see on the screen, on the left image, I've chosen the title of writer. So you can click on done. And after clicking on done, Instagram would ask you, as shown on the right image, are you a creator? And they would ask you to choose between a creator account and a business account. So the creator account is best for public figures, content producers, artists, and influencers. And the business account is best for retailers, local businesses, brands, organizations, and service providers. So choose whether you are a creator or whether you are a business. And as you can see on the screen, I've chosen creator and just click on next. And your account would be set up for a professional account and you'll be able to use the tools for professional accounts. I hope you understood why you should choose a professional account or a personal account, and also I hope that you know how to switch to a professional account just as I've shown. So that is all about switching to a professional account. So we'll wrap it up here and I will see you in the next video. Hi there, welcome back. Now in this video we will be talking about engagements and engagement rates. So let's start by asking, what are engagements? And the answer to that question is, engagements are the ways in which your audience would interact with your contents. So there are mainly 4 ways in which your audience can interact with your contents. And they are by liking your contents, by commenting in your contents, by sharing your contents, and by saving your posts or contents for later. So these 4 ways in which your audience interact with your contents are collectively called engagements. Okay, now there is something else that I want you to know. So as you can see on the screen, I've shown the insights of one of my posts. Now what I want you to focus on are the number of likes and the number of reach. So you can see that this post has got a reach of 104,718 and the number of likes for this post are 11,842. So the point I'm trying to make here is simple. Not all people who view your contents are going to like your posts. Now you might ask me, why am I only focusing on the number of likes and not on the number of comments, the number of reshares, and the number of saves? Well, my answer to that question is that when you visit someone else's page, you wouldn't be able to see the number of reach, the number of shares, the number of saves, right? The only 2 metrics that you can see would be the number of likes and the number of comments. So that's the reason why we are focusing on the number of likes to estimate the number of reach that a post got. So as you can see on the screen, this is how I estimate the number of reach that a post got after I check the number of likes of that post. Now please note that these aren't exact figures. They can vary drastically. This is just an estimate that I came up with after taking a look at a huge number of insights over a long period of time. So as you can see on the screen, if a post has a number of likes of 100 likes, then the reach of that post would probably be 1000. And if the number of likes would be 1000, then the reach of that post would probably 10,000. And if the number of likes of a post are 10,000, then the reach of that post would be around 100,000 reach. So I hope you understood how to just estimate the number of reach that a post got by looking at the number of likes. So now let's view the most important part of this video, and that is engagement rates. So now I've shown you how to check the engagement rates of a page on the screen. So the first step is check the number of followers of an account. And the second step is to check the number of likes of at least 10 to 20 posts of that account and identify the average reach that page gets for its contents. So in the previous slide, I showed you how to check the number of reach of a page by looking at the number of likes a post got from that page. So the last step is to compare the reach with the number of followers. I'm pretty sure that this theory might be confusing to you, and I'm pretty sure that you might have not understood anything. But don't worry, let's take a look at few examples and you're going to understand the final place where we are trying to get. Now as you can see on the screen, imagine that you went to a page with 500 followers and you checked a few of its posts and around almost all posts got 100 likes. So that is actually a good page. Now let's move on to the next one. Imagine that a page has 5,000 followers and the average number of likes for its contents are around 1000 likes. So that would be a good page, right? Now let's move on to the next data, and you can see 5,000 followers and 1000 likes. Well, that is also really good engagement rates for that page. So I would be saying that it is a good page. Now let's move on to the last data, and you can see that 10,000 followers and only 100 likes. So that would be a really bad page. But you can't actually isolate individual pages just like that. You have to check all the other pages related to that niche, and then you have to come to a conclusion. And I'm pretty sure still now you haven't understood what I'm trying to get at. So don't worry, the point of this slide is that imagine that a page has 1 million followers, and if all of its contents just have 100 likes, then that page is of no use for us. Okay, I hope you understood that simple point that I'm trying to make from this slide. Now as you can see, imagine that I'm running a page on motivational quotes, and as you can see on the screen, I went to the search engine of Instagram and I've searched for motivation. So if you're someone who is running a page on photography, or if you're running coding, etc., then you have to go and search for keywords related to your niche. And as you can see on the screen, after I searched for the word motivation, a lot of pages showed up. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to check the engagement rates of each and every page. So as you can see on the screen, the first page that I'm going to check is the page called Wealth. So now I hope you remember how to check the engagement rates. The first thing that you have to check is the number of followers. So this page is having around 3.9 million followers. Now let's check a few of its posts. And as you can see on the screen, these are few posts of the page Wealth. And you can see the first post has around 13,931 likes. The second post has around 20,000 likes. And the third post has around 15,730 likes. So what we are going to do is that we are either going to follow this page or we are not going to follow this page, depending on the engagement rates that this page get from its followers. So this page is having around 3.5 million followers and an average of around say 17,000 likes. So the question to you would be, would I follow this page that has 3 million followers and around 17,000 likes on average? Well, you can't individually say that. You have to go and check other pages too. So let's go and check the next page of the same niche. So as you can see on the screen, the next page is called Motivational Mondays, and this page has around 1.2 million followers. And as usual, we are going to check the posts of this page. So as you can see on the screen, I have 3 posts, and the first post has around 18,000 likes, the second post has around 17,000 likes, and the third post has around 16,000 likes. So the average number of likes for this post is around 17,000. Now let's go and take a look at one more page. So the next page is called 6 AM Success, and the number of followers for this page is 2.2 million. And the number of likes for one of its posts is 1,000, the second one has 2,000, the third one has 11,829. So what we did is that we took 3 pages. The first one was Wealth, the second one was Motivational Mondays, the third one is 6 AM Success. And each one of them had around 1 million to 3 million number of followers. And you can see that the first 2 pages had an estimate of 17,000 likes for each of its posts. But this page has around only 2,000 or 1,000 likes. So a page with million followers and only gets 1,000 likes, I wouldn't be following this page, but I'd be following the other 2 pages, because on average the pages for motivational quotes get 17,000 likes for each of its posts. So that is the point I'm trying to make over here. You have to go and find out all the top accounts of your niche, and you have to check the engagement rates, and if the engagement rates are really good, you have to follow those pages. So as you can see on the screen, you have to follow at least 50 to 60 top accounts of your particular niche. So I'll be searching for motivational pages, and I'll be searching for 50 accounts, and I'll be following them. So now you might ask me, why should I follow 50 to 60 top accounts of my particular niche? Well, the answer to that question is, if you remember from one of the previous videos where I told you the different ways in which you gain a follower, this was one of the way in which you gain a follower, and that is through Instagram suggestions. So Instagram would suggest your account to a lot of people. So when you follow top accounts related to your niche, that is the motivational quotes niche, the algorithm of Instagram understands that your page is a motivational quotes page. So that is the benefit of following 50 to 60 top accounts. The Instagram algorithm would show your contents or suggest your contents to a lot of people. Now there are other benefits that we are going to take a look at in this course, like funneling down top accounts, etc. We'll be taking a look at them in the coming sections of this video. But for now, what you have to do is that you have to check the engagement rates of the top accounts of a niche. You have to find at least 50 to 60 top accounts, and then you have to follow them. So I think that is the crux of this video, and I think it's time to end this video. We'll wrap it up over here, and we'll be continuing in the next video. Hi there, welcome back to another video of this section. So in this video, we'll be talking about account optimization. So let's start by looking at the importance of account optimization, or in other words, why should you optimize your Instagram account? So let me give you an example. Now imagine that I'm creating a course on Udemy. So the course is about copywriting. So I've posted my course on Udemy. Now imagine that someone wants to learn about copywriting and goes to the search engine or the search bar of Udemy and searches the word copywriting as I've shown on the screen. Now there are 1213 search results for the word copywriting. Now if you look at the screen, my course has been listed on the first page of Udemy. So when that person who searched for the word copywriting scrolls through the first page of Udemy, and if they get attracted by my course picture, the headline, the name, etc., they would click into it, and if they like the demo videos, then they would obviously buy my course, right? So the first step here was to make my course appear in the first page when someone searched for the word copywriting. And to achieve this, you have to use the keyword in the title as well as the subtitle. So you can see that the title is Copywriting, Master the Art of Persuasion. And you can see that the subtitle is Write Like a Magnet, the only copywriting course that you will ever need. So I put the word copywriting both in the title as well as the subtitle. So that is one of the reasons why my page appeared on the first page when someone searched for the word copywriting. Now the second step here was to make your page attractive enough to make people click into it. So whatever we have discussed till now is the main points of what is called account optimization. Now there is a funny quote out there that says, "The best place to hide a dead body is on the second page of Google search result." Well, the meaning of this quote is that it is very important to make your website or your Instagram page appear at the top of search result. Okay, after hearing all these things, if you still don't know what account optimization is, here is how I define it. And as you can see on the screen, this is the definition of account optimization, and the definition is the things that you do to make your Instagram page easily discoverable and followable. Now we have talked about account optimization in Udemy, in Google, etc. So now let's stick to Instagram. So when I say you need to optimize your Instagram page, that would include 5 things. And those 5 things are your username, the second thing would be your profile picture, the third thing would be your name, the fourth thing would be your bio, and the last and the final thing would be a profile grid, or how your posts look like in your profile. Okay, now let's get practical and let's optimize our Instagram account. Let's go with the motivational quotes niche for now, as it would be easier for me to explain it as well as for you to understand it. So a few keywords related to the motivational quotes niche are motivation, success quotes, hard work, growth, etc. So these are the important keywords that I have to keep in my mind. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the search engine of Instagram and I'm going to search for keywords such as motivation, success quotes, hard work, growth, etc. So as you can see on the screen, a lot of top accounts related to motivation has appeared when I searched for the keyword motivation. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write down all of those usernames of those top accounts on an MS Excel spreadsheet. So as you can see on the screen, I've written down the usernames of a few of those accounts. And the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to come up with a better name than these top accounts. So you have to think for a few days, you have to brainstorm, you have to ask your friends, and you have to do all those kinds of things to find a better name. Give it time, give it 2 to 3 days and come up with a better name than these top accounts. And then what you're going to do is that, as you can see on the screen, we'll click on my profile icon at the bottom of Instagram, and then you have the edit profile section. Click on the edit profile section. And then as you can see on the screen, you have a section called username. So I put my username Hustle Club over there. So that is the first thing that you have to do. You have to compare all the top accounts, and then you have to come up with the best username compared to all of them. And then what you have to do is that you have to go back to all those top accounts, then you have to check their name, then you have to check their profile, then you have to check their bio. You have to take all of those top accounts and then you have to compare all of these elements of account optimization, and then you have to come up with a better name, with a better bio, with a better profile picture, and all those kinds of things compared to theirs. Now the next thing what we are going to do is that we are going to write the name, and as you can see on the screen, in the name I put the words motivation, success, and quotes. So if you think about it, the name and the username are the key part for search engine optimization. So when someone search for the word motivation, your page should appear. So when someone search for the word success, your page should appear. So when someone searches for the word quotes or hustle club or hustle, something like that, your page should be the first page that should appear on the search engine of Instagram. So that is the reason why I put keywords in my name and in my username. So you have to put keywords related to your niche, whether it be photography, whether it be coding, whether it be designing, whether it be cooking or anything that you want. You have to put keywords related to your niche in your name and username. Now the next thing we are going to find is a good profile picture. So if you're bad at designing, then the best way to find profile picture is from Pinterest. So I'll be putting the link to Pinterest in the resources section of this video. So Pinterest is a very good place to get ideas for your profile picture and also for your contents. And I've searched for HC logo, and HC stands for Hustle Club. And I'll be taking the first one. And as you can see on the screen, I put the first one as my profile picture. And if you have noticed, I've also put the bio for my account. And the bio reads, "People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily." So I hope that was a good profile picture and that was a good username and that was a good bio. So people are going to get attracted to this username or this bio or anything. And when people click into it, they're going to definitely follow my page. So I hope you understood what account optimization is and how to optimize your Instagram page. So I've shown you all the ways for a motivational quotes niche, and the steps to optimize your niche is very similar to the motivational quotes niche. I've just shown the example of motivational quotes niche. You can do it for your niche, whether it be photography, designing, etc. And that's the end of this video and the end of this section. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be continuing in the next section.